Anyway, let's go. Take number 2 at this battle, ladies and gentlemen. We had a little bit of a crash, but we're back and ready to go. So for the side of SFSO, we got Gearing, we got Daring, we got Haru, we got the Petro, we got the Worcester, we got the Des Moines, then we've got the Schlieffen and the Ohio. For the side of Wolf, we've got Gearing, Yuyang, Marceau, Goliath, Moscow, Stalingrad, Des Moines, Vermont, and Montana. So let's see how they're going to position. I always like to watch here at the beginning and see how they position everything. We're still going to tweak our volume settings a little. I'm not quite happy with there they are. We'll turn up the volume in battle on the music, just so we get that nice background sound. And let's take a look. So I like to see how teams position early on because it's interesting to see what they're going to do here. So it looks like we're going to see a heavier push DD-wise for the side of Wolf towards A. They got the Yuyang and the Marceau out there with the Des Moines. Gearing heading over to D with the Goliath, and the Stalingrad and Moscow are going to position themselves in the mid. For the side of SFSO, it looks like they're heading heavy DD over to A, but the difference here is you've got the Harugumo, and that's a ledge smoke Harugumo, meaning that he's going to be able to just smoke that DM up and let that DM play the farming game if they can find it. Schlieffen heading up the middle. Schlieffen is an interesting pick for this game. Schlieffen is an interesting pick for this game, and the reason Schlieffen's an interesting pick for this game is because of the fact that with the smaller map and having the ability to use those secondaries, especially BC, if he just parks himself there, nothing's going to take BC earlier. So we'll see how they go. Let's get back into it as we start to look down as the game continues on. You can see here we got the radar rings around all the ships. We'll be able to track that. It's going to be early push here. Very quick push from the Marceau Yuyang. Yuyang's running radar, okay. So Wolf over here, Sphinx, isn't going to have the ability to have a smoke train to sit in. So he's going to have to be careful, because otherwise he may end up dead very, very quickly. Okay, so we're going to watch here. Marceau goes through the gap. There's the first. The Petro does the radar. He'll catch the Stalingrad, but he won't catch the Moscow or Montana. They'll know it has to be one of the Russians, depending on how quick he gets in. Moskva of Wolf Polite was just spotted, which means they know that it's one of the radars that is a 12 kilometer, which means it has to be the Petro. Stalingrad, though, in danger, takes only an overpen worth of damage. That could have been really bad. That Ohio of G right, sure looking to get those early hits in. And so we see that start on A, the Daring trying to find what it is. Marceau's in the cap, and he's using that island really effectively here. He's going to be spotted really briefly here, but will it be enough? Will they spot quickly? No, they won't actually spot. He's dark. And so the A cap will go over to the side of Wolf. And we have our points gain starting, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, over here, Stalingrad is spotted now by the Gearing, and Duck Nucken is laying the smoke train here for the Goliath. So Marceau's going to just get into that smoke train in his Goliath, and he's going to use that to try to farm. Now, the problem is, Stalingrad's a great pick if you want high DPM. The issue is, he was spotted, he's gone dark, and Worcester and Des Moines are two ships that are great for burning him down because of that increased fire time. We see the change back over here. Radar from the Yuyang spots the Daring. Des Moines hasn't used his yet. His won't spot, but that Daring's taking a lot of damage. 10k, he's just gotten dark, but that's still, he's down to 10k pre-heal. Yuyang takes a little bit, Marceau taking a little bit, but Marceau firing back on that Harugumo. And now the Des Moines coming in. Shots are in. They're going to miss on the Yuyang. Yuyang gets himself dark. Marceau continues to open up on the Haru. Not spotted right now, though, because the Daring isn't far enough forward. They get a little bit, and so early advantage definitely in the favor of Wolf. They've got that cap still ticking. They're up to 250. And they've managed to effectively half the Daring's health. He's got 2 heals left, but he's under half right now. And so that's a big win to get that early damage. And all you took in return is 4K. Uh-oh, Marceau, though. Marceau in trouble here. Nope, Torps will run out of space. Harugamo only running the 8Ks. Are we going to see our first Torp hit here? I mean, Harugamo, do they have range? Because he's backing up right into them. Oh, and he just barely they run out before he would have been hit. That would have been devastating because there was one guaranteed on the bow, or on the aft, and there might have been a second to hitting the bow, but we'll see. Now, Des Moines still has radar, but he's not in position. They're playing to try to spot. Schlieffen has wedged himself, and now that's forcing Sphinx back. This is a nice positioning by Plasmatic, but did he duck too far forward? He takes a chunk down to about 17K total. Des Moines going to continue to farm him over that island while he can see him. He can't see him anymore, so this becomes blind fire. This becomes blind fire. Yu Ying pops the radar again. They're gonna spot the daring. There's the daring spot. We're gonna see how this game goes. I'm just checking something real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Nope. Okay. So, we continue to watch. 2 caps now and a quicker point gain. 13:24 left. No ships really close to dead. Oh! Yes, I spoke too soon. Des Moines takes a chunk over that island, and he's down to 13K and healing. Stalingrad of Korchak behind the island. And so SFSO starts to look for the re-challenge. Daring of Why Must I Have a Name. Taking A. They're trying to find him, but they can't, and they're going to lose that cap, and that'll halt the points bleed at a 170 point deficit or so, 180 point deficit. They really want that Des Moines. They get a couple overpens, but they can't quite get the shots into the Citadel. And Korchak now on fire, doesn't have a DCP. Gearing gonna continue to sit there, spot him. And you can see the Goliath just continuing to make use of that smoke train. Gearing has just smoked up here, so it's gonna take some time before that Des Moines and Wooster can be found by Duke. We'll see. Now the shot's starting to come in on the Vermont. Stalingrad burning down fairly quickly, actually. 33K and dropping. He's in trouble. The blind fire goes in, hits the Des Moines a little. He's got 3 heals left, but right now, that Gearing is just playing the spot. Stalingrad does have the radar, but he's not far enough forward to radar anything successfully. And we'll watch these Torps. These Torps will get spotted. The shots come in over the island, but it's not going to hit. There's the radar from the Des Moines. Des Moines radar is not going to spot the... Actually, Gearing temporarily spotted. Pardon me by that. That was the... I'm not sure whose radar line it is I'm seeing. Torps coming in. Are they going to dodge? Looks like they're good to dodge on the first set. They're trying to turn to dodge the second set. But it looks like the Wooster of... Oh! 2 Torps! 2 Torp hits. Des Moines down to 9,500. DCP finishing, or heal finishing up. Wooster takes one as well. That's a big grab. And now the Vermont of Come On is just pushing up and saying, it's time to stop this. Petro of Draco up in the middle. So the SFSO's taking the middle. They're trying to work this Vermont down because this Vermont wants to come around and just finish these ships. Mini Bjorn down to 29,000. His heal finishes up. Des Moines down to 5,800, and he's burning. He takes one more good shot here, and he may be dead. Oh, but the Vermont He's going to drive right into those torps, the gearing launch. This is going to drop his health down by about half, down to 35k. Does pop the heal. And he takes a chunk there. Des Moines just barely... Or no, he is spotted. Gun Merch is spotted down to 1500, and they know this is the kill here. Wolf looks in. They have the gearing out. They get the fire on the front. The immediate DCP, but the heal's not up for another 20 seconds. Gearing taking a lot of damage trying to finish this kill, though. They get the finish with the Goliath, and there's first blood 10 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Wolf up by almost 300 points now. And so where is FSO looking? Their good news is they've got the health pools basically exactly the same. The problem is the cap control for the moment. They've moved the Schlieffen up into B. They're going to use him to take it. The Moskva's sitting there, and the Moskva's kind of in a prom spot. Montana shells in on the nose, only going to get about 5k. It will reset the Schlieffen, but it's not the hit they were looking for. And the Yu Yang of Fabzul in very, very close to going down. Des Moines trying to wheel in on him. Harugamo trying not to die. Yu Yang running for his life. He's dodging really well. But is it enough? Will he get out of here alive? His DCP has been used. And he beaches himself. That might actually work this case. The problem for the Schlieffen is the resets are coming. Moskva, though, now has an Ohio on the rear. 3k on that hit, but the secondary is going as they move up, and Wolf is on a full push through A. Let's take a quick look back to D, and the Vermont of Comanche in very critical situation. He's got a heal in 21 seconds. He should survive for that, but he's using the DCP right now. And that gearing of Tudor's just been spotting. Schlieffen gets reset again. The thing about them trying to take B is it's a good idea, but how much damage are you going to take to get it? Your Schlieffen's already lost a torp tube, and he's using his heal to get back up, but he's still down almost 30k. Montana of Maitre Tuguer, and I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation, my apologies, is now in a dangerous spot, and this is becoming a spot where SFSO might be taking control. They're getting too much map control. And both their battleships are in danger. The Montana gets a chunk of about 20k onto the Ohio, but now the Montana becomes the focus. Vermont is used the heal. He doesn't have it for another 37 seconds, but they spot the Wooster finally. Wooster goes down. They're going to lose the Vermont due to that. Uh-oh, and these torps might be too. They're going to lose the Vermont because of that. Goliath of Marceau. Oh no! He turns in. Oh, he does manage to just dodge the second. He only takes one. Marceau will live. He does have the heal, but the shots are in. Down to 2,800. There goes the heal pop. And the Petro trying to do the finish. This is where the super heal of the Goliath really may come in handy, but does he have the angle to dodge? He does. And so, now the Ohio of G right, about to go down. Wolf is bending, but they haven't broken yet, ladies and gentlemen. And there goes the Ohio. Now, however, the Moskva about to get absolutely murdered by the Schlieffen. Here come the first set of torps. Moskva's going to have to give broadside to the Petro. Quite possibly. 8k in on the back of the Moskva. Schlieffen working them both down. Stalingrad is out of heals. What you see is what he's got. And now here come the shots. Petro just absolutely deletes the Moskva. Moskva trapped in a very brutal position. And it's only a one ship advantage for the side of Wolf. And Wolf also now is no longer projected to win based on score timer. Gearing of Tudor is spotted. He's going to have to use the smoke. The problem is if he uses the smoke too long, he's not going to be able to get in the fight. Goliath of Marceau has no heals left, but he's going to move forward, and Duke is going to turn in. Duke will dodge those torps. We got to watch that. Stalingrad has done a really admirable job backing up here, and watch these shots in over the island. Oh, just too far. Marceau fighting the daring. Marceau almost gone. The Stalingrad does go down. Marceau just about to die. They don't have the kill quite yet. He's at 300. They still haven't finished him, and he's getting a ton of work, and now SFSO has taken the lead in kills. Daring tries to go dark. He will get dark. Montana misses his shots. And suddenly, Wolf, despite looking good for so long, is down. And now that gearing having dragged Duke and Marceau so far may make the difference, ladies and gentlemen. And you see Wolf. Wolf's looking for how to get back in, but they're just 4 minutes away from loss. The gearing's pulled off the retreat. They're moving in towards the middle. They need the kills. They need the kills. Can they find them, though? The problem is Yu Yang, no health. Schlieffen is forced to use the DCP, but remember, Goliath doesn't have any heals left. Every fight he takes is lowering down his remaining ability to contest. You can see another shot in. He only takes 600 there. He feels good about that. He'll start to put shots in towards the Petro. He gets some shots on the Petro, gets the fire, but now the Goliath is about to come out broadside to a Schlieffen, and ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. There goes, oh my, he doesn't die yet. The secondaries finish him. The Goliath will go down, and that is going to all but secure it at this point. Schlieffen's into D, the gearing can't take the fight. This is all but over. Wolf's valiant effort. They looked really good to start, but they just got rolled at A too quick and couldn't get the take at D fast enough. Down almost 300 points. Schlieffen sees the Torps coming in, will turn to try to dodge. And now Gearing v Gearing fight. Duke trying to get some consolation prize here, but the secondaries of the Schlieffen might be an issue. We'll see. Really good fire from Duke, but here come the secondaries, as I said, and Duke goes down to 3,000. Shots are in. That'll be it, ladies and gentlemen, for Duke. And the Schlieffen down to 1,800 from that torp he took. And probably Montana shots, but this is over. Even the kill on the Schlieffen won't do enough. Because you've got the gearing that doesn't need to be spotted. This just buys you a little bit of time, is all it does. It bought you 30 seconds. They don't have, and you can see over here, the Daring's moving, the Rugamo's moving, the Des Moines moving. This game is being won by the side of SFSO. And Petro will move forward. He does spot the Yu Yang. And the Petro, there goes the shots from the Petro. There's the kill, ladies and gentlemen. 34 seconds until first game of King of the Sea EU is done for us today. And a really good start from Wolf. Like I said, the problem was just this push. You lost too much health, you had to kite back, and then instead, as you kite back this way, they just turned it to BC, knocked out the BC defender there, and you didn't win D with enough health. It took too long to dislodge that Des Moines and Worcester from that island and finish them off. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and putting themselves up 1-0 in their group is the team of SFSO. I don't know why their clan tag isn't picking up. We'll have to check that.
Stand victorious.